Let's talk about something that drives so many of us crazy, waking up in the middle of the night every single night to go to the bathroom. Well, guess what? We're going to get into the real reason it's happening, and I'll lay out a simple fix that honestly almost nobody ever talks about. So be honest, how many times did you get up last night? Was it once? Twice? For some of you, maybe it's even more. It is so incredibly common, but I promise you, it's not something you just have to live with. And right off the bat, let's just clear the air on a couple of things. Most people think, oh, it must be a weak bladder, or well, I'm just getting older. But you know what? For the vast majority of us, that's not the real story at all. The actual cause is something completely different, and it's something you can control. Now, you might be thinking, it's just an inconvenience. But waking up even just one time a night is a huge deal for your sleep cycle. That one little interruption kicks off a whole chain reaction of negative health effects that go way, way beyond just feeling a little groggy the next day. Okay, so this is where it all starts. When your sleep gets broken, your body's alarm system goes off and it pumps out more of your stress hormone, cortisol. And this isn't just about feeling stressed out, this has real physical consequences. And that spike in cortisol, it just hammers your metabolism. It can lead straight to something called insulin resistance, which is basically when your body cells start ignoring insulin. And that, my friends, is a huge deal. It seriously ramps up your risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And it doesn't stop there. This whole hormonal mess can also jack up your blood pressure. And get this, it encourages your body to store more visceral fat. That's the really nasty stuff that wraps around your internal organs. Oh, and the list just keeps going. Poor sleep makes you hungry all the time. It gives you that awful brain fog. It messes with your memory. It can lead to anxiety. Absolutely tanks your testosterone. And of course, you're just dragging yourself through the next day. So you see, fixing these nightly bathroom trips is about so much more than just sleep. It's about getting your life back. Okay, so here's the fascinating part. Your body is actually way ahead of you. It has this incredible built-in system designed specifically to stop this from happening. Think of it like a hormonal guardian that's supposed to protect your sleep, and its name is antidiuretic hormone, or ADH for short. The name kind of says it all, right? Antidiuretic means it works against having to pee. Every night your brain is supposed to release ADH, which sends a clear message to your kidneys, hey, hold on to water, slow down urine production, we're sleeping here. It's what allows you to sleep through the night without interruption. So if we have this amazing system, what's the problem? Well, the problem is that some really common habits act like saboteurs. They sneak in and shut down your ADH production right when you need it the most. Let's unmask these culprits. All right, saboteur number one, this is the big one. The single most powerful thing that shuts down the sleep-protecting hormone is alcohol, period. There's no getting around this one. Alcohol is a crazy powerful ADH suppressor. When you drink it, especially in the evening, it's like you're reaching into your brain and flipping the off switch for ADH. Your kidneys get the signal to just start dumping water. It basically guarantees you're going to be waking up in a few hours. Moving on to the next major bad guy. This is something tons of us eat every single evening without even thinking about it. Sugar and starchy refined carbs. So how does this work? It's pretty wild. When you eat a bunch of sugar or simple carbs, your blood sugar spikes. Your body sees all that excess sugar as a problem it needs to get rid of, so it sends it to the kidneys to be flushed out. But here's the catch. As those sugar molecules leave your body, they literally grab onto water molecules and pull them out too, filling up your bladder. You know the saying, timing is everything? Well, when it comes to sleeping through the night, it is absolutely crucial. It's not just what you're putting in your body, but when past that 3 to 4 hour window before bed is critical. So let's break this down. First, drinking anything, and I mean anything, even water, within 3 hours of going to sleep is just asking for trouble. Second, late night snacks, particularly salty ones or carby ones, make you thirsty, which just makes you drink more. And finally, a really big protein-heavy dinner creates a waste product called urea. And guess what? Your body needs to use extra water to flush that out. And for our final category of Salvatore's, we need to look at a couple of key nutrient imbalances that mess with your body's fluid regulation and even your nerve signals. There are two things to watch out for here. First, a diet that's high in salt and low in potassium makes your kidneys work overtime to get rid of all that extra salt, which means more urine. The other issue is low levels of vitamin B1 and magnesium. This can actually affect the nerves that control your bladder, making you feel like you have to go really bad, even when there's not much in there. Okay, enough with the problems, right? We've named the bad guys. Now let's get down to brass tacks with a clear, straightforward action plan to fight back and finally reclaim your sleep. Here it is, your 5-step game plan. Number 1, no alcohol in the evening. This one's a non-negotiable. Number 2, create a hard and fast 3-hour no fluid window before you hit the pillow. 3, the kitchen is closed after dinner. No snacks, period. 4, seriously cut back on sugar, starch, and caffeine, especially in the afternoon and evening. And 5, during the day, load up on potassium-rich foods like avocados and leafy greens. It's all about taking control of that crucial window before bedtime. Now here's a really specific tip for a specific problem. If you're one of those people who feels a super strong urgent need to go, but then when you get to the bathroom very little actually comes out, that's a huge clue that it's that nerve issue we talked about. For that, the key is to support those nerves with vitamin B1 and magnesium. So when you step back and look at all of this, the sugar, the cortisol, the cravings, you start to see that these aren't just a bunch of random disconnected issues. They're all symptoms that point back to one single underlying condition. And that deeper issue, the thing that connects so many of these dots, is insulin resistance. We touched on it earlier, and it's really the heart of the matter. It's your body's poor handling of sugar that leads to the high blood sugar, which forces your kidneys to work overtime. It's tied to the cortisol problems from bad sleep. Tackling this one root cause can solve a whole cascade of these other symptoms at their source. So look, by understanding what's really going on with your hormones and by making these specific targeted changes to your evening routine, you're not just crossing your fingers and hoping for better sleep. You are actively taking control. The power is completely in your hands. So the only question left is, are you ready to finally sleep through the night? Dear friends, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss new useful videos. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. I'll be sure to answer. Stay healthy.